Welcome, guys. Another Sunday. Our lovely Fireside. Let's gather around and talk about the squeeze of Bitcoin what we're having through the weekend. Quite a nice pump, actually. We grinded to the upside. There are some things that I want to talk about it for the new week, just because we're getting quite close to breaking out of the whole range and the whole all-time high, what's holding us to the downside. Let's see if that's gonna happen maybe next week. Hopefully, it will be really cool. So far, I want to go by some metrics as well. Let's go first by the bits. Yeah, like I said, through the whole weekend, we are grinding to the upside. They are holding us down, and we start to eat through the wall. Some of them got pulled. I assume, yeah, some of them got pulled, and right now we got through the top of it. We took out some of them, most of them actually. Still, there is some left. They try to pull it up a little bit more. They are stacking a little bit higher as well. And eventually we get the wall beyond us. The wall looks a little bit sketchy. It doesn't look... yeah, it looks a little bit that it could get pulled when we get close to it. But let's see. Maybe they're going to hold it if they're going to be that strong on it. So I hope we're going to go higher eventually. Let's see. So far, yeah, we squeezed all of the bits together. And if we're going to go higher, it depends if we're going to flip the 106K, what we talked previously as well last week on it. Then the heat map, yeah, you can see that we get quite heavy into the resistance of it. So we are grinding to the upside. We eating through the whole orders above us. We don't have that much stacked through the weekend. Actually, below. No. Let's have a look on the high time frame, how that looks like. Yeah, they didn't add that much to the lower price action. That's fine. So we might go even higher. The gap above us still didn't get filled that heavy. I was really assuming that they're gonna add some more orders to it, but it's still fine to go higher. There is some room to run, so that's all fine. And of course, let's refresh it. So we're gonna have the up-to-date one. Of course, the shorts are getting quite heavy on 60%. So that's fuel to go higher, of course, right? So far. So let me pull this to the side. Gonna keep an eye on the bits. Yeah. All right, the squeeze. Let's talk about it. For our close, the highest close that we have from the whole range finally happened. So, and a higher high. So we broke out technically from the whole range what we had. So we're going still higher. We have an imbalance, of course. That's the whole issue with it. We could come back to it and fill it up. And we have below us a little bit still on the CME gap. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Depends as well how high or how low we're going to close the Sunday daily. So far, we broke out technically from the range, right? We have for our close higher than the previous one. We have a higher high even, so we settled a new high in the range. Let's see if we're going to have a continuation. All fine. We need to flip let's put the swing points on it. It's going to be easier. Right now, you're going to get really close to the 106 and 143. Okay, so that's a flip what I want to see in the whole structure, because then we're going to gain the previous daily close, the highest daily close from the move that it took us from February, right? Finally, after 5 months, actually, we're going to see maybe the flip. If not, we still can come lower to the high low and then continue going for the stars, right? That will be really, really cool. Yeah, we broke out. That's what I want to say. Like, this was quite a squeeze from the weekend and the previous week. We was prepared for it. You could technically, it was really obvious that we have that one, and you could see that we might pop it just because the forming of the liquidity, we got all of the 150x's already. There is not much left above it. Just the 20 and 10x, I guess those are. 10. yeah, more on 20 axis and a little bit on 10. They are stacking in the last 4-hour swing area from the whole move. So yeah, that was the squeeze. Of course, we popped it, and it was undecided which way we're gonna pop it, but of course we did it to the upside. So far, so good. I like it. Then that means we need to hold it. So by that, we can come lower to the high of the swing or to the mid swing and have a bounce. Coming lower to the swing, we start to break the 4-hour structure. That means we didn't break the whole range, but the first 4-hour structure we broke, we will break, and then we will maybe hopefully hold it. I don't think so, just because everything been tested from the lows. So any low what you're gonna put below the 102 now, it's gonna go straight to the for the bits, and we might go even lower then, just because everything else get tested already. Low, high, low, low trend. Yeah. So those two options, we still have it, or if not, we can go straight to the high and take all of the liquidation that's left above us. So all possible, right? Okay, so that's on the 4-hour swing. It's all basically not much to say, just because we had this out of the squeeze move upside, so we literally like skyrocketing. We form in the high, close, that's really good, and higher high. So we broke the whole structure. Everything above behind this, it's not relevant anymore. We still can come back, retest, and then go higher. If not, go high straight. Then daily. Like I said, this is the most important part right now. Even if the weekly been higher close than the previous one on this move, we still have a daily to close it above it. So that means 106, 143 cents is the level that it still keep interest points for me to flip it. I need to see to flip this to go even all-time high. If that's not gonna happen, we're gonna start breaking this down, and we're definitely gonna break then the 103, then the whole move is done, right? This could be the liquidity grab, the last liquidity grab what we did it over here. If not, we have a continuation. It's easy to say that the daily is now important than the weekly, just because weekly had this move, right? We had this whole move and we gained that technically on weekly, but still that doesn't mean we're gonna go in one go and grab the 120 or 30 or whatever. There is still plenty to do on the way up. So right now, strong as fuck, good. If we have a continuation, then this is the move. If not, you're gonna see any kind of on the lower time frame. I definitely will look at the 10 minutes if you want to see any breakdown of the structure. So definitely you need to break below 105. Yeah, 105 for one to see any kind of move to the downside, to retest it and then go higher. If not, continuation it is. Easy as that. Yeah, everything been tested. Yeah, it's not much to do. Technically, I will keep the swing points still in the range just because they are important for me. We still trading inside of it technically. So that's the whole move. Algo Master, yeah, we're getting into the bands as well. Overlapping order book, so there is still quite a resistance above us. We are still not done, right? We are still kind of struggling. We have a new order book below us, so that's already like a support. You can say one. The band is getting closer as well, so yeah, we are still technically going up, but squeezing inside the resistance. We didn't flip the resistance into the support yet because we are trading with this range below the whole resistance. Eventually, it will be much easier if we're gonna be, of course, here, and then we have the move and then flip it. That's gonna be much easier, but eventually we don't have it, so we need to struggle a little bit more to grind it higher. And that's why I said this is my point to flip it, and then you might see this forming a range above it and then go against the trend again. So yeah, but the thing is, we are quite divergent as well, like constantly. I don't think we're gonna go No, we didn't fucking flipped it yet. But technically, we still go our divergence. Like, this is so incredible. Even on the lower time frame, I've found some things. Yeah. This one. Yeah, as well. So, yeah. There is still maybe room to run higher, but if you're gonna start breaking down right now, so everything is already oversold and way too high. And like you see as well, the trend starts to flip a little bit maybe on the smaller time frame. Yeah, there we go. 10 minutes divergence, and we had it as well over here. I saw it, some of them. So yeah, let's see how we're gonna play this, how we're gonna close it, even the daily. That's the most important right now for me. And of course, it's gonna be as well the new weekly open. So yeah, that's gonna be higher definitely than the last week, right? When was the last week close? Yeah, definitely. See. So yeah, that's gonna be some things to do still. Before I'm gonna go further with the alts, I just want to go, and definitely VIX gonna go lower. So that's good for the whole market, right? If we're gonna start flipping the 19.4, then yeah, we might see some reverse in the market. Yeah, Bitcoin might go a little bit lower the price. So far, let's see how that's gonna open up. Dixie grinding to the upside still. So we had the flip, right? What we said, the V bottom, and I'm wondering how deep it's gonna go with the open. And that's quite interesting. If we're gonna go higher than 102, that's interesting as well to me. And of course the semi gap, that's been closed, but below the wick on 104, and we are trading 105.8 now. So we will have some CME gap below us, definitely. So that's gonna be interesting. If we're gonna leave it alone, or we're gonna come back and close it. Then let's go. Yeah, like we can see even on the hodl bot. Technically, if we will not be in this this position, that it will be a buy, another buy, and I guess it's gonna be like confirming for the counter trade. Let's have a look on the bids. Did they do something? They add some more bids to the higher above us. So let's see if that's gonna hold us. Metrics. I just want to see how they behave. Yeah, we still have some room to run. That's definitely position to go and grab the 20 axis. And like you see, the shorts flip into the longs, and yeah, we took over from it. Liquidity been taken. And capital money flow. Yeah, we still are quite trending to the upside, 64%. We can go higher. Alts a little bit middling. Shitcoins took a little bit more over. So I would be nice if this gonna be flip. So if the alts will take over and the shitcoins maybe go a little bit lower. Let's see. But as well, the thing is, it's so fucking low volume liquidity, so volume push, that it's horrendous. We're doing this over and over it without any fucking volume. So yeah, interesting to see. Keep in mind, and we still have the another. This is the 4-hour point of control is 94, right? But this one is on the low time frame on 103. Flip that, then trading below that, we will nuke it a little bit more to the 97, because there is not much left, right? There is like a gap in between, and it's low, richly low volume that's not gonna hold us. So keep that in mind. Let's have a look what we said last week. Oh, quite interesting prediction. To the T, literally. So yeah, let's see. That's like we said, we're gonna go a little bit sideways, and then we're gonna have a pop, maybe both ways, but eventually we went higher. This didn't play out, and now, yeah, that's the most important thing that you want to see. 106, right? It's you need that flip. If you're not gonna gain that, then we're gonna come back into the into the back into the range, and then starts holding this another one and have another swing, and that one might flip that, right? So because then we're gonna see like this, and then we might go even parabolic or however. So that's the whole thing. This is literally the most important area right now to gain hold or to do anything with it. So yeah, good that we have a higher high. I'm happy about it. Even higher close on the 4 hour, but there is quite a big imbalance, and technically we will have a CME gap below us, so it's a double overlapping gap. Let's see how we're gonna handle that. If you're gonna leave that and go carry on, if not, we come back. We're not gonna do something close maybe with it or whatever, right? But it's still quite important range. Move to the upside is great. We grabbed all the liquidity. The bids are starting to come back a little bit. They start to move them around as well. So let's see if we're gonna go higher. If this is the hold of it, we might come back, retest, or see if this is gonna hold. You see that they are starting to breaking out to the lower side and moving a little bit higher. So we might push it even higher. That's as well possible. They start to to manipulate them a little bit. And even then, we're gonna go back to 103. It's nothing major. We're not gonna break any structure, so it might be a retest, right? So it's still possible if we're gonna see that. Any retest on that one, it's all fine. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be a little bit more on Bitcoin, like 1 hour. Yeah, everything's getting start to get. Let's see. How is this looking? Kind of 0.3. Not too bad. Maybe counter trade. Let's see. I'm not really interested to short that right now. I was building something. I'm still in a small position. Used to be open for both ways. If I'm gonna be stopped, I don't care. I'm still at my longs running from somewhere over here, I guess. I put my stop or my entry. Yeah, 96, I guess. Yeah. Anyhow, let's have a look on alts. Bitcoin did this move. Yeah, we took all of them. Either on low. Yeah, not much. So 20 UX is left. It's still significant. We still can take them out. And you can see even the divergence on fucking, we go up a little bit higher, right? But then the bots are start to switch off, and yeah, we might this might be the move of, yeah, if we're gonna hold it or not. Let's see. But definitely there could be some reversal, some retest for lower. That might be technically. You know what? I'm gonna add to my short. Give me a second. Use the little position. Yeah, fuck it. All right. So let's go buy some alts. To the tea. I'm drinking technically. Well, I'm drinking actually tea as well. It's a little bit cold over here today. Our lovely hype. I'm still interested into it, just because, of course, you are. This is still the resistance, but when we came into it, and it's quite interesting technically, because hype is somehow trading with Bitcoin. But like, for example, today it didn't move the same way as Bitcoin. In the way, like, I'm looking at this, like, it might be, I'm not sure yet about it. I really need to dive into that a little bit more. That hype pre-run the Bitcoin run. So this was the run from hype, what Bitcoin doing today, and now we are a little bit on the sideways and moving lower, and Bitcoin did this move right now. It's weird way of thinking. I still trying to figure out how it works and how they do that shit, but still they doing same things, but one is going a little bit earlier than another one, and I might find a way to see what Bitcoin's gonna do behaving on hype and vice versa. I'm still trying to look into that, stick him on the side, like so yeah, let's see. Anyhow, we are still in the resistance on that one, and technically we do the higher highs from it and lower highs, so it's all good. We still keeping and taking holding the structure on it. The thing is, we went outside of the range, and coming back to the daily, retest the daily, because we didn't do that, we still might have the move and go higher, right? If not, we're gonna break it down, then we will go back to weekly open and then have move. Those two are still playing out for a hype. Going lower to the yearly, that means we're gonna break the whole structure and we might change the trend from it. It's all still possible, but so far we still going higher, and that's good. That's good. This one, S. Yeah, I think that one did the move already. So that was the high. We had quite nice range move, and then we just went and broke the whole structure on 4 hour, and even we broke the low. So we have a lower low technically right now already, and any move higher, weekly February, retest that, and we might go lower. If not, we need to flip the 0.6 on that one, right, to go higher. So this is the whole move from it, just because we broke it. You broke the structure over here, and you broke your range. So injective, lovely one. That one did good, did the move. It's still slow, grinding to the downside. Like I said, mentioned as well previously, we might go to the 10.6, retest that, and then go higher. If not, this might be as well the move to go and flip the March on it as well possible. The thing is, we broke the structure, so we need to regain it back, right? So by flipping the March, that would be awesome, and then we can go and take the September out of it. So that's why I'm kind of aiming for Shui. Let's have a look on Shui. Grind it to the sideways movements. That's the whole pain in the ass on it, just because we broke the structure on the 4 hour, but we're holding the previous high. So it's a bit wonky, but till we're gonna hold this, then it's fine, right? You still can do this movements and then go higher, like Bitcoin is doing, right? So it's gonna be like a little bit squeeze on it, on the shorts and on the longs. And you need to hold this low. The 3.7 you need to hold. Why? Because you test every single thing on it already. So this been tested, the whole structure already, and the low of this, of the high of this structure, and then the rest, what we did after that, all of those wicks test this whole move. So coming lower to this level, we're not gonna hold it anymore in the third part. We will go to May or December. That's the whole issue with it. You really need to go and trade above the daily, and that's gonna be great for you because you can squeeze and you can go higher. But any low right now, yeah, you will go lower. And technically, it's a little bit overdue as well to do that. We had a quite good run, like 3 bigger movements, a major move to the upside. So yeah, maybe we're gonna have some cool off. And it's not gonna be that bad, because technically what you're gonna do is this, coming here, and then we can go higher. So you still can hold your the higher structure. Only the lower time frame is going to be a little bit, to the downside. Explain more on the retesting. Which retest of the structure? Yeah, I mean, all of them are the same. So to explain a little bit more of the retest is this is a retest. So from the whole structure over here, right? This was your previous high. Then you came back. you hold this level, right? This was your level that you hold, right? You come up, you break the structure to the upside on the lower time frame on this move, and then you are coming back, and this is your retest. A retest means you test the level that you've been there. If that level is strong enough, if there is a lot of orders, money into it to hold the price and to go higher. That's the retest technically, how you can explain it. So every single move what you do, it's been tested. So every wick what you see, wicks are actually here to test the levels, right? So we've been tested. What did you do? You came into the level and we had the buyback. That means that been a strong buyback for it. We closed bearish. We came again for the third time even. We tested level and look what he did, right? So from this test, you did this. If the test gonna be failing, that means you're gonna be closing anything above and below this. That means that's a weak level and you start to break it because you close below and you start to break the structure. That means you try to test it, but it was weak. You broke the structure, you go lower. And that's with all of the levels, what you said on the price, but as well on the opens, right? Over here, a perfect example of it. Literally like almost to the T. You daily open, this was your daily open candle, right? So what did you do? You open up, you went lower, you come up quite strong, right? Over the level, and then you just test this. You come back, you test it, and it holds you. And when it holds you, you spike it. It's been tested. So the second test, what's going to go, it's going to be weaker, right? And the third one is going to be much more weaker. So that one might break, or even the second one might break as well. The first one is always the most important one. After that, everything's become weaker and it's no need to be tested. And when you're going to go for the second one, that means the price is weak or it's not strong enough to go higher. Then we might go lower in the price section to break anything or to retest the previous structures or whatever what you have. Right? Make sense? So over here as well, same thing. Like you open up. Which one was it? That was the previous weekly, right? So you open up, you went higher, higher, and of course it's also we came back into it and we went lower, but then eventually they bought it back because they said like, oh no, we went too low. We broke the structure technically and they flipped it, right? So you went higher and then come back and flip it. And look how strong that level is, because we technically right now, this weekly holds this price action. So it's strong. Coming back to it, previous weekly, then it doesn't mean anything because it's been tested and it's been already holding it. It might break. And now it's weirdly, but open this weekly, right? This one. Yeah, we went higher. It created a higher high, but now we're going lower to it. Retested bearish technically. And now this weekly holds the price action to the downside below the level, right? So that means we retested bearishly and we failed it. So that weekly went heavily on the orders over here to push the price lower till we're gonna flip it again. Make sense? Is this clear to you guys? Because I mean, in my mind, it's super clear, but I don't know if I explain it. Oh, over here as well, February, right? This level, February. Look how many times we came to it. Yes, we've been closing above it, but we're still failing it, right? That means that this level is mega strong and it keeps the price action lower. Even if we come higher, right? We closed above it and whatever we did, we still come back and we trading right now below that level. So what's your goal right now? This, you need to flip this February and then close above this price action to go higher. That's your goal. Why it's holding? It's the previous high of the range. So technically what you can do is, this is not accurate, I know, but something like this. just eyeballing it, right? That this, you flip your previous resistance into the support. Is this clear, what you did? That's why it's 3.7. And not only that level, but you can as well like set more couple of them. For example, like that one as well to be more like accurate, I guess you can say, on it. Right, like this area, those two levels are technically your new support, because when you went over your resistance, right, you come back, you test the resistance you're holding, you mean you flip your resistance into the support. So this box is your support right now, right? It's been a little bit messy. It's an alt, so yeah, it is a little bit messy. It is volatile, so we can go like deeper and higher into the level. But still, the price actions, what you are right now, says enough that you are already trading above that. Below February, but above your support, previously resistance, right? And same, you did it over here. This resistance been flipped into the support, right? So, is that clear? That's why I said, lose the daily, come back into that support area, you might lose it, because that's been already quite heavily tested. Oh, yeah, by the way, let's be an eagle. Happy, what is it, Institution or Constitution Day or your National Day? Yesterday you had it, right? In Norway. Yesterday, or when was it? 2 days ago? Friday? National Day, yeah, that one. Same shit. It's almost the same. Yeah, but happy days, mate. Yeah, happy days, mate. Do you put the flag outside as well? Do you do that? Yeah, you do that, right? Yeah, I think so. Yes. Proudly, yes. Yeah, so yeah, happy days, mate. But yeah, Prabhu, I hope this was. Do you understand the holding of the levels, the previous ranges as well, why they are important and what we do over there, and that you flip your resistance into the support? That's why they are important. And if you look at it, like they coming literally to the T, right? Nice, man. Look at that view. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, that's why the levels are important. Not even the price levels, but as well the opens are really freaking important. And trading by them, it's making you life quite easy, I guess. I hope. All right, let's go and read some chat, because I missed some coins, I guess. There's no point to go through all of the list, because that's Grass does the same. Yeah, exactly. AI 16, boy, it's been a while. I look at that one. But this one is still alive, technically. Oh, nice. All right, so apparently I was charting this. Still, your main goal is to gain your 0.44, right? That means you need to flip March. So far, what did you do from the lowest low? You failed it, right? We've been there, we tested, and we failed, right? You see this week to this, and we came back to it, and the weekly open, and then we failed it. That means it's a quite heavy on the sells, and that means it's really a strong level, and we are rejecting it straight, right? We went through the weekly event, and right now we are closing below even May, we try to regain it. So technically right now you need to do this to regain it, retest it, or even go higher. You don't need to retest it because that's been already like a flipped. Previously weak holding us right now. So close anything below 0.25, then Q2 is on the table. But you don't want that. You don't want to come close to Q2 because then you might break it lower because that's been perfectly flipped. And right now it's the only thing what's holding you from the bottom. So hold this, flip you weekly and March, and then you grind it to 0.44. You need to gain that to go higher. If not, you can go sideways over here. That's fine as well. Till you're gonna hold your 0.25. That's AI 16, and then Grifane as well. I have it as well. I guess here somewhere. Yes, I do. Oh, that's nice. Plays out. Good. Oh, there it is. Another example. Look at that for parable. Another example. This was your resistance, right? We came into it. We had some struggles on it. We rejected once and then we regained it, right? And now we spiked it through. We come back and technically twice even retest it, and now we flipped it. We flipped it because we're holding it, right? It's obvious that we are holding it, right? So perfect. I mean, this retest even, this is as well the most perfect retest of the weekly, but you can have this. Go into it, close, open new one, wick into it, and then spike. You couldn't ask for a better one. If you have this close already on a weekly, right? Then stop loss below, you go. Bro, this is the most perfect trade ever what you can have on a retest. This is literally to the T. And we're flipping it so far, yeah. Now you just, yeah, this is your next gain, 0.13. And then you February it is. Maybe you will have some stop over here, something like this. And then you flip it and go higher. If that one shows some strength and go higher. But so far, yeah, it does. We flipped the whole thing. So it should and it will. So yeah, really good. Really, really good. Let me have a look next. Perfect. Yeah, this 5 May, yes. Cool. Cool. So that's all clear. Let's have a look at what Solana is doing. Nice. Holding June. Perfect. Closing about weekly. Flip it. Yeah. Yearly Q1 on the table. Oh, render. I'm gonna do render because it's on my list and on the later on. Nice recovery from render. Finally. So from this low, we went higher than what we should gain. So that's perfect. And now we just come back and test it, right? You see the perfect retest of the May. That's nice. And technically, this as well the high of the swing where we've been. And yeah, right now you just go step by step. November, September, and then you just want to go and gain August. So this is your high. You don't want to lose, what is this, 4.2. Because when you lose this, then you're gonna teleport to 3.56-ish. And then Q2. Yeah, you have the double bottom, so that's perfect. That's gonna hold you for so far. It didn't been tested. It's a fair value gap in between as well. So yeah, you don't want to lose anything below March. But that's gonna be fine, I guess, for it so far. Nice. Long on May, perfect. Really nice. You see, you long the retest of it, so that's good. If that holds, if you're gonna flip November, that means that's holding. If you're gonna start failing November and go lower, then yeah, you might put your stop loss in break even. But what's the another one? Ondo. Oh. Oh, I've been here, I guess. Okay, didn't go lower. All fine. There we have it as well, like to the T. Like I mentioned previously, this is your flip, what you need to see. This was your low. What did you do? You come higher and reject it quite heavily, actually, because it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And the fourth time was quite heavy rejected. And it sent you back to May even. So there is a lot of resistance over here, right? So that's the level you still need to flip. Technically, you didn't break any structure on it, higher time frame, so that's good. It's still bouncing from May. That's always good. And now you need to see flip on March again to go higher, right? So if you're gonna flip that, it then means you might probably go higher and have another swing on it. If you start to fail that, right? If you're gonna struggle to gain that, that means you might retest a lower range on it and then have another swing. But so far, keep in mind, you need to flip the March again to go higher. But it's a good hold. You're still in the up movement, so that's perfect. Yeah, break that, then you go to weekly, previous weekly. And if you start to trade below that, then November or one of the Q2s not gonna hold you because it's a fair value gap. So you're definitely gonna go Q4 or a little bit lower to November, because this tests this move already. That's not gonna hold you anymore, right? Make sense? All good. How is our ETH doing? Look at that. Look at that. And that's on the daily. Bro. Okay, we need to flip Q4. Otherwise, we might fail that because in the daily got bearish close below the whole structure. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, they need to flip Q4. We broke the structure, even on 4 hour. If not, then March. Retest March and go higher. And that's gonna be quite sketchy because doing anything below March, fucking hell, it's gonna teleport us to Q4, Q2. Alex, it's been a long time, mate. How are you? How are you doing, mate? Good to see you back, man. I said it's been a while. I saw you here around. I'm good. All right. Hey, farty. Start to breaking. TI is getting back in the game. Would be nice to see this. Hopefully my bot will fire on that one. Let's see. Yeah. And that's as well, like I mentioned, retest that on 4 hour. Because technically we did it on the move up, right, on the second candle. But we still can go and have another swing on it. And then go higher. That would be really good if you're going to hold that. And then try to go and flip the weekly. That would be cool. On it. And like I mentioned it last time, into the resistance. Now I'm really interested how this gonna open up. If this gonna open lower, then we might go to Q3 and retest that swing. If not, if that's gonna be flipped with the open, then bro, that's gonna send. Deep have some sideways movements. Bro. Fucking hell, look at that. Look at this. Lensby. What do I say always? Jesus. This is to the T backtest. Go. If that's not gonna send to February, then I don't know anymore. Ada is struggling. Oh, bro. Yeah, guys, do you want to see anything else? Near. It's been a while. Looks interesting. Nice. We had the flip on March. And yeah, I mean, look at that. I can stretch it enough, like quite accurate. Uptrending. Really nice uptrend. Significant gains, right? You didn't lost anything yet. Still higher low created, and now you just need to go higher and flip the weekly to go higher to flip the 3.5. If you're gonna do this, then yeah, definitely you're gonna have another leg up, right? And then you will see this. Really good. Really good. It's gonna be major when you're gonna flip November. Bro, that's gonna skyrocket then. Definitely you get the yearly afterwards. Because there is not much that holds you below, even that February. Technically, wait. Shit. That one didn't even get the February still, so you might see. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take my words back. Then I literally, if you're gonna flip the November, right, that's fine. And February, you will see some major pullback from that one. That still didn't been tested at all. But there's not much to worry about it, just because you're gonna be in the uptrend, right? So that's gonna be your take profit. And then if you're gonna flip this into your support, this whole structure, bro, that's gonna fucking send afterwards. Yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, just because this is quite a long time what you created a significant price action on it. If you keep that in the support from flipping in November, reject from February, definitely come back and then send it. Yeah, that's gonna be major, man. Keep that in mind. Technically, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I've for sure gonna forgot about it. Something like this. That alts can go up at the same time as Bitcoin. I hear that they usually go up after Bitcoin. No, they can go together as well. Like, look at your watch list, right? What the fuck did Griffane do? Oh yeah. Look at your watch list, right? Bitcoin is red. If Bitcoin is green, everything else is green. Some of them even freaking more. But you talking about a Bitcoin driven move or yes or not? So the thing is, they are going together right now, right? It's a weekend as well. You don't get that consistent with it, but most of the times they are going together. But the thing is, when Bitcoin starts falling off together with dominance, that means that the money flow goes from Bitcoin. Depends if it goes to ETH first and then to alts and then to shitties, right? So you have that famous beam effect that is go from one place to another. So that means you go back to this. Yeah, you can say this you beam. So this you Bitcoin, you alts, and you Sheetis, right? So either way, you can see that alts are not moving that much, but they still in green, so they have some movements into it. But when Bitcoin starts falling, and this is quite, wait, let me make it a little bit more obvious. So imagine that this, because this is your Bitcoin, this is your alts, right? And look where they are. Alts are below the midpoint, and large caps, so Bitcoin, ETH, the top caps, they are above. But they're still in green, right? Both of them. That means that there are still some alts moving. Either way, on 4 hour, they are in minus 46. That doesn't matter because like all of the alts of the whole market. But the thing is, imagine that this is going to flip. So when your Bitcoin starts falling with your dominance, and that money from this area moves into the leftovers, so alts, shitcoins, or stables, then this is going to do this. You're going to have this crossover. That means that alts gonna spike, and the Bitcoin's gonna fall. And it's normal behavior, of course, because it's a money flow. It's coming from one place to another, right? That's what you mean. And that's what you're gonna have, of course. But most of the times they go together in pair as well. Like, for example, today, right? There is not much, even nothing in the red still, right? But that's why I say it's quite quite nice to have the money flow, so you've seen which one it's moving at best right now at the moment. I have it on 4 hour on the caps, but as well I have it on ecosystems, and that means that I split them into the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Atom, Sol, Doge, and I need to put I need to update this a little bit more, right? But yeah, right now Bitcoin is on top because it's Bitcoin driven move. But if this starts flipped as well, right? Kurva. If this starts to flip as well, that means that those are gonna pick it up. So you're gonna see this kind of flip in it, right? So that's as well good to have this kind of metrics as well and to follow them, to set them up. And like you see, like look at that, like the whole area is green. Everything is moving, not only Bitcoin, not only alts, but everything is moving. Does that make sense, AG? But I mean in cycles. Cycles are a little bit different then. So the kind of up movement you've been seeing in the alt chart are not huge ones. I mean, it depends what you mean by huge, man. Like some of them, 24%. Like this is quite a huge move, right? Or 8%, 11, 10. It's still quite massive moves. It's really great if you catch them. Like 12%. I mean, try to catch the 12% move. It's a freaking awesome one, right? It's still good. I mean, looking at that one, I'll move really good today, right? So yeah. You're not gonna see Bitcoin doing non-stop 10k or 10% moves. That's not always playing out. Technically, look at that. Like it plays maybe, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4 times in like 2 months almost, right? And that's just like max 10% in the move. But it takes days for it to take it, or maybe 2 days or whatever, right? So it's one spike and then you range. Spike, range, spike, range, right? So yeah, you know, not always gonna have that on Bitcoin. And you don't need to, eventually. It's not about the big percentage. How much money you make from it. Oh, sorry. It it went a little bit wrong. Yeah, you see, and that's what I meant with Bitcoin and hype together, how they move. I'm flipping through it just because hype didn't go higher, same as Bitcoin did, right? Bitcoin was a little bit Bitcoin driven move, and that's fine that they're high, and now they are together, like trying or going, or how you want to see it, lower, right? It's I need to figure this out. I need to put a finger on it, how it works and how they behave together. That's why I'm kind of working on it on the side. But yeah, I guess that's a little bit all what I want to say. Like, see, you like I say, you came again into the resistance, and right now, yes, we didn't close yet. Everything can happen. I know. We're still facing to the upside. We have a small pullback. I understand that, but still we are into the resistance, right? Either we make the new high, all fine, but it still can be played that you never know. We can break out and do this. It's all still possible. If not, we have a continuation, right? So I'm trading both ways. Like I said, I just add to my short a little bit more. Let's see if that's gonna play out. I still have my longs, and which one is gonna take over, fine by me. I don't care. Right, fair enough. So we still can go lower to the weekly, close this bullshit, and CME gap what's gonna be formed today or after today, or even if it's gonna form. If not, all fine, even better. And then you have a continuation, but start to break this, then we're gonna go and take over this sole position, and then February again. And we've been here already so many times, closing even below that, then I'm not sure if the third time it's gonna do the charm. But let's see how that's gonna play out. So far, we had a really nice move. I hope you all took some profits on it if you are in the long. And I'm just start to cover my longs with shorts if something happens. If not, I don't care to be stopped out. Like I said, I took the short, add to my short some over here. So if, I don't know, my entry should be somewhere over here, I guess. 0.6%. And I'm going to be stopped on that one. I don't give a shit. But yeah. So that's all, I guess, from my side. I'm gonna stop my recording. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching it, and I will see you, I hope, liking it, subscribing, whatever, just for fun. I don't do much over there, but it's fun to have it. And yeah, thank you very much, and I guess I see you on Wednesday on the boiler room and see how that's gonna play out. There is not much information on the news side, so I don't think it's gonna be volatile of notch yet. Let's see, but we might continue this in the range still, and if not, then yeah, we will see some major movement and change of structure, or in the whole move to the all-time highs. And maybe I'm gonna see you around 120k Wednesday. Who knows? If you're gonna break out and go skyrocket. Who freaking knows? Let's see. I always gonna like to be surprised. But yeah, understand that we are still in resistance. Either we make the higher high, and yeah, we might come back in the range, do some things on it, create a new structure, and then form upside again. So far, we farm out the whole liquidity. We took the most of 150 X's. The 20 X's are left only above the 106. And like I say, 106 is my level to flip and to go to all-time high and long the shit out of it. Then yes, that's what's gonna happen. That's what I'm gonna do. So far, I will short the level when I'm gonna see any resistance on it and pullbacks like now, right? And the thing is, I just took a short on the stream as well. So yeah, there it is. Let's see how that's gonna turn out. I don't mind to be stopped out on it. My longs are still covered, so all fine. But yeah, remember, with those kind of moves as well, take your profits, or hope you are all in break even or all in profits in with the stops. Yeah, that's the most important, what I want to see. Take profits, be profitable. I don't care about the moves, how big they are, or how long you keep the trade. The only thing that I care is that you make profit from it, and keep doing that, right? So any questions, let me know. I'm open for questions, for DMs or whatever. If you need or you struggle with something, I will help you out. And yeah, so far I will see you Wednesday on the flip side. See ya.